Today's lesson is going to be how to take information that we see as we're doing our work and create a post on the Wiki page, in this case specifically for the engineering meeting notes. Sometimes if we see something that we want to bring up, for example, this particular clip, we may want to publish that as a note for our meeting. So I want to just extract the page from this document and save it and then publish it to use for that specific meeting. So when I'm on the page I want to save, I'm just going to go into Document and Extract Pages, and I'm going to extract the page as a separate file, and I'm just going to deselect this so that it's just these two things that are open at this point. Then I'm going to hit OK, and then for the folders, I actually have a folder that I keep on my desktop for this purpose. It's just called Notes for Meetings, and I'm going to put my file in there. So now this file is an individual sheet, and it's ready to put together with the other file that I'm going to compile for our meeting. So for now, I'm going to close this. I'm going to go to the other document. So I want to copy this page out of a different sheet. We'll do the same thing. Go to Document, Extract Pages, and then just have these two selected. Go back to my desktop folder. And now this file is in that folder as well. Once I have the files in my folder, I can minimize that. I'm going to go back into my Notes for Meetings file. I'll take these two, select them, right-click, and combine those files in Review. So my output file is going to be clip_study, and then I'm going to use the source file to put that file in. That way, after it creates this document, when I press staple, it's going to create that. It's now a combined document. And then when I look back, and I don't need to save this, when I look back here, I've got my clip study document. So now I have the document ready for publishing. At this time, I'm going to go to the Wiki homepage, and there's a link right here that tells you where to store a document to be able to publish it onto any of the Wiki pages. So I'm just going to open this. That'll bring up my folder of images. And there's several ways I could do this. The simplest for me is just going to have each folder open, and I'm going to take this file and I'm just going to copy it over there just by dragging it in. So now that file shows up. It's up at the top when I'm sorted by date modified, so I can easily see and remember what the name of this clip is. So now when I go to my the page I'm going to edit, in this case I'm going to put it on the engineering meeting notes. So I'll open that page. I'll either double click or click on edit this page. So I'll just double click here to add this into the meeting notes. I'm going to select here with the star on there, and I'm going to just list that this is a discussion item. And just put what the discussion is, which in this case is just clips. So now if I go back to my let's see, one second. Let me save this for now. If I go back to the home page, it has the link on here of how do I create that link to the document. So I'm actually just going to copy this from this page, and then I'll go back to my meeting notes page, double click on it again, going to Control V and paste that. So the link that I'm going to talk about, this is going to be the name of that file that I just put into this folder, which is called this clip_study. So I'm going to change the name of my document to match that exactly. Clip_study. And then under this will be, it'll name it whatever I call it here. So I could do a click here, or I could call it clip study document, whatever the case is. And then I'll save that. So once that is saved, you'll have that showing up now on your notes. It'll have the discussion item. And then when you click on that link, it's going to open up the document, which is that 2-page document that you put together. You can discuss your items in detail at that point during the meeting. So that's the condensed version of how to pull out some information from a couple of different PDF documents, assemble them into a shared document that you can publish, and then how to post that on the engineering meeting notes, or any wiki page for that matter, to be able to bring it up and view that document later at a moment's notice. All right, thanks for watching. And then 1 second while I stop the recording.